What? What the hell? You're being a pain in the ass. Don't call me a million times.
It's an emergency! Oliver, come home! My water broke!
What? What did you say?
My water broke! I'm having the baby! Where are you? Come home! I have to get ready to go to the hospital!
What a pain in the ass. You're gonna have to go by yourself. I can't. I'm busy.
What? No, it's not about being busy or anything. My water broke. The baby's coming. Get it?
So what? Why don't you just go to the hospital or wherever? Don't bomb me with calls. You're a pain in the ass.
Why? What are you talking about? What are you thinking? You're going to have a baby? By busy, what do you mean? You've already finished work, haven't you? I don't know where you are, but come home soon.
I can't. I'm at the airport. I'm going on a trip with Carla. I won't be back for 4 or 5 days.
What? Wait, Carla? You're still seeing that woman? You said you'd never see her again. And what's with the trip? You knew I was about to give birth. You told me you'd never cheat on me again. You promised.
That was just a promise. You're an idiot for believing that. You know what? It's your fault. Just because you're pregnant and you're sick with morning sickness. Your hair is shaggy, you don't wear makeup, you don't cook anything good. You have a belly, you're out of shape, and you abandoned your womanhood. You aren't even doing your job as a wife, which is to take care of your husband. You can understand why I want to be pampered by Carla. If you don't like it, try being a good woman who won't make a guy cheat on her.
I can't believe you. You said you didn't want to break up with me. You got down on your knees and said you'd never cheat on me again. I thought I could forgive you because it was your first time, so I rebuilt the relationship. I even kept quiet about it to your parents. You betrayed me.
Because if I had just left you like that, I would have had to pay alimony, right? You even hired a professional to collect all kinds of evidence. You're so sneaky. That's why I cried so hard and got down on my knees, just until things cooled down.
Oh my God! That's terrible! You're a real jerk! I'm leaving you! I'm divorcing you this time! I still have proof of the last affair! I'll make you pay alimony! I'll never forgive you again!
You're really out of your mind. That stuff is long gone.
What?
And that photo evidence you hid from me. The investigation report from the detective agency, everything. I erased all the evidence of the affair. I found it and threw it away while you couldn't get around. Otherwise, I wouldn't have openly declared an affair. I'm not an idiot like someone I know.
No way! Why?
Your argument is too weak. Even if you divorce me, you can't get alimony. You don't have a single piece of evidence. I'll delete this message in a second. No one will believe anything you say. You're just gonna cry yourself to sleep, aren't you?
That's terrible! You're horrible!
Say what you want. You don't have any parents or relatives. You can't get a divorce. You'll be a single mom with no alimony, and that's just hard. If you swear to be a house slave for me and Carla, and you get down on your knees and cry, I won't divorce you.
Who's gonna get down on their knees for you? You're a bastard! I'll never forgive you! Even if you get down on your knees and apologize, I'll never forgive you this time!
I don't need your forgiveness. Well then, I'm going on a trip with my girlfriend. If you want to have a baby, have it alone. I don't give a shit what happens with it. Don't call me while we're on vacation. Well then, good luck. Sis, I've been getting a lot of calls from you for quite a while now. Is something wrong?
What do you mean, it's something wrong? What have you been doing? Why did you keep ignoring my calls until now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on a business trip. It was an important trip. I just wanted to focus on work. I had to turn my phone off for a while.
Business trip? How dare you? How can you leave your home with a pregnant wife in the last month of pregnancy? Aren't you worried about Eleanor? You're my brother, but you're a horrible person.
I had to work. I had no choice.
No need for excuses. It's already too late.
What? What do you mean?
The ceremony was over yesterday.
The ceremony? What ceremony? You don't mean a funeral?
Yes, I do. I sent you a bunch of messages.
No, sorry. I haven't seen them yet. Oh, the funeral. You don't mean it's Eleanor's? Oh my God. You think it's because I've been away? And the baby too? Oh my God. I should have stayed home. I'm sorry, Eleanor and the baby are in heaven. How am I gonna live on my own now?
What? What are you talking about? It was our mother who died.
What? Our mother?
Mom passed away. The funeral was yesterday.
What? Why Mom? Not Eleanor and the baby? I thought Eleanor and the baby went to heaven.
Huh? The baby was born safely 3 days ago in the middle of the night. Eleanor is a little tired, but she's fine too.
No way. Seriously? Are they safe? Eleanor and the baby too? What the... Don't confuse me like that.
What was that reaction? It's as if you're disappointed that they're okay.
No way. There's no way that's true. Don't be weird, sis. I'm glad they're okay. But I can't believe Mom died all of a sudden. I'm shocked and confused. Mom, she was frail, but she wasn't sick, and she's been fine lately, hasn't she? How did it happen?
You hypocrite! Whose fault do you think it is? You are the disappointment as a child.
Huh? Why am I the one who's getting yelled at?
You know, Mother died because she found out about your infidelity.
What?
3 nights ago, Mom called Eleanor. She wanted to visit her, but Eleanor didn't answer the phone, so she asked me to check on her because she was worried about her. So I went to see her in the middle of the night and found her at the front door in labor. I rushed her to the hospital. In the delivery room, she talked about your past affairs and how you left her when her water broke and went on a trip with your girlfriend. When Mom heard about it, she collapsed. She was in shock and she just... Mom had always been frail. She was in the hospital, so they were able to treat her right away, but they couldn't save her in time. That's how shocked she must have been to hear that her own son was a cheating bastard.
No, what? Wait a minute. Why are you talking about me cheating on her? Where's the proof that I cheated on her? I didn't cheat on her. Eleanor is lying. She's jealous because I'm busy on a business trip. I bet she lied to get attention.
That's enough. I've got tons of evidence. Photos and reports Eleanor collected in the past. Eleanor showed them to me too. You can't get away with it.
You're lying. I'm sure I threw everything away.
You've always been out of touch.
Eleanor made sure to back up everything. She hid them in a place you'd never look. And the outburst you texted this time, and your declaration that you're going on a trip with your girlfriend, it was all captured in screenshots. Looks like Eleanor was one step ahead of you. You can't be serious. You already saw everything? I saw it, and so did Dad, who came over later. Dad and I are both furious. I can't forgive you for my mother dying of shock because of you. And I can't forgive you for taking such a nice girl as your wife and then playing around with another woman. And you left Eleanor when her water broke and went on a trip to cheat on her. You're the kind of person who thinks that if Eleanor died because of that, you'd hook up with your lover. That's why you were so happy when you thought that Eleanor and the child died, right? Shame on you, you bastard! No, it wasn't. It's not my fault. It's all her fault. She made excuses for the pregnancy. She stopped doing her chores, stopped wearing makeup. She stopped being a woman. And when I went to get a girlfriend for comfort, she made a big fuss about cheating, divorce, alimony, and so on. I'm the one who has to live with someone who stopped being a woman. It's her fault for not trying to be more feminine. If it's alimony, I'm the one who wants it. You'd understand, wouldn't you, sis? You'll take my side, won't you? You've got to be kidding me. Eleanor risked her life to have your child. You betrayed her and put her in danger. And now you're telling me she's not doing the housework? You're no more than a kid with the brain of a junior high school student. No, but I don't think it's my fault alone. You're all blaming me, and it's terrible. Shut up. I'm sure Dad will tell you officially later. We're disowning you from our family. It's your uncle's company you work for now. He'll fire you before you can cause any trouble for the company. And you'll pay Eleanor alimony and get a divorce. What? Wait, disowned? What do you mean, fired? This is a final decision. From now on, you're not allowed one step in our house. And you're not allowed to have any contact with Eleanor or her child. I'll kick your ass if you break any of the conditions. We don't need a scumbag like you in our family. Wait a minute, sis. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I never thought my mom would die of shock. If I had known, I never would have cheated on Eleanor. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Apologizing to me won't make up for what you did to Eleanor. It won't bring Mom back. Go to hell. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. No way. I'll never forgive you. Oliver and Carla were then apprehended by Violet and her relatives. They were dragged out in front of her relatives, and he was disowned by his father. Next, he was made to pay alimony for the affair in one lump sum and promised to divorce me. Finally, Oliver's uncle fired him. Instantly, they were both kicked out with nothing but their clothes on their back. Oliver became unemployed and penniless, and after a big fight with Carla, they broke up. Once he sent me a video of himself crying and apologizing, and tried to get back together with me. After that, Violet went to physically beat him up, and I never heard from him again. I am now a single mother. My father-in-law and Violet care about me and help me. I am able to manage my life while raising my child.
I also visit my mother-in-law's grave every month. I'm sorry to have gotten her involved in my problems. But thanks to my mother-in-law calling me that night, both mother and child are safe and sound. I will continue to offer my gratitude and offerings to her.
Agnes, you lied to me. I didn't think you were that kind of person. I guess I didn't see that.
What's the sudden commotion? I don't understand. What do you mean I lied to you?
Don't play dumb. I'm talking about living expenses. I've always thought that $1,000 a month was a lot. I asked my coworkers about it, and they said some is definitely being pocketed. I know you're spending my hard-earned money on luxuries. I'm not gonna let you do that anymore.
I'm sorry, I'm missing the point. Where did you get that idea? I'm not pocketing anything. I'm not splurging, I'm saving.
Shut up! Don't make excuses. Starting next month, I'm lowering the living expenses to $500. You make me work all the time to pay the bills. I want more money to spend freely, too.
500? Are you serious? How am I supposed to manage on that little?
A friend Mike at work says he only puts in $500 a month. That's how good his wife is at making ends meet. If Mike's wife can do it, why can't you?
Mike just got married, right? And they live with his parents and don't have kids yet, right?
We can eat well on $500 a month, too. In fact, when I was single, my monthly living expenses were about $400 to $500.
Why are you comparing your single years or newlywed family? We have 2 high schoolers and a junior high schooler, and they're all on sport teams. We use 20 to 30 pounds of meat a week. We blow $500 on meat alone.
It's your job to make ends meet. There's gotta be a way, like using cheaper meat. You're terrible at handling money. As a wife, you're not considering the fact that you're in charge of the family's wallet.
What? You think it's my fault? If I put cheap meat on the table, you'd get angry and say it's not good. And does that 500 include rent and utilities? Does your friend's 500 include those too?
I don't know about that, but anyway, Mike says 500.
Maybe it's 500 a month for food only. In our house, 500 is just for food for a week. How are you gonna live on that?
500 a week for food? Come on, that's spending too much. You should save more. You're a woman.
I'm still trying to save money by going to sales and stuff. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. 500 is a small price to pay for a growing kid.
When I was single, I spent only a few dollars a day on food. You can do it with more people, right? You know what? I don't want you to skimp on meals. I want you to prepare 3 healthy meals a day, just like you've always done. You can work it out by going to cheaper supermarkets.
You need to know that what you're saying is crazy. It's impossible to cut costs on food without changing the meal. I mean, do you really think you can eat 3 solid meals a day for a few dollars? When you were single, your diet consisted of macaroni and cheese, right? A few dollars for 3 meals a day with a main dish, several side dishes, and salad. What about the cost of living? Besides food, you have utilities, a mortgage, and taxes. And you have to pay for the children's school materials and clothes too, you know?
Even so, $1,000 is still a lot. I'm the only one losing money. I'm tired of wasting my hard-earned money. I won't pay more than $500 next time. You say you're the only one, but I'm paying the same amount. And when it's not enough, I pay extra. I work, I pay the bills, I do the housework, I take care of the kids. All you do is go to work. If anything, I'm the one who has the hardest time. Don't act like you're a big shot. Housework is easy. Anyone can cook and clean. You're a superb wife if you can do your job and housework perfectly and save money. If you're gonna go that far, why don't you try it yourself? Try to save $500 for the next month. A month? I'm gonna cook dinner? From shopping to cooking, you have to come up with a different menu every day. 3 meals a day, including lunches for the kids. I'm not heartless either, so $500 for food alone. If you try hard and go to supermarkets that are even a penny cheaper, can you really cook the same amount of food as before even with $500 a month? Try it yourself and you'll see. But I have a job. It's impossible. Oh, I'm working while I'll do it. Don't tell me you can't do it. You said anyone can do it, right? All right, I'll do it. $500, and not just for food, but for utilities and everything. If I can do it, I'll only pay $500 the next time. Deal? Okay, deal. If you can do it. After that, I gave Sean $500 for food for a month and left him in charge of the meals. He was very enthusiastic at first, but there was no way he could feed 5 people with $500. The meals gradually became more and more skimpy, and the children complained about it. Within a week, he apologized to me, understanding how much money we usually save. I carefully explained our family's expenses in the family budget book and made him understand that $1,000 was reasonable. Sean apologized profusely to me and started to help me with household chores little by little.